staging it.
Hello.
I've heard you saying, I don't even know if it's come on yet. It's usually about so many seconds, and then
just got to guess.
You watch that bit and you go, yeah, you're on already. You're okay. You're on already.
We should have like a little like a test card thing that I've whittled out of wood, and we can just hold that up.
Well, I know if ever I got a notification and I could click straight onto it, and I'd be the first one in because I'd be the only one person watching, and I click like quits to let you know that there's somebody on there watching, so it has already connected.
Well, that's what I normally do with my when I'm home from my stream. I wait until I've got a few comments on the screen before I go live. So I'm just sitting there basically waiting to get some comments. Hello, late again. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm not actually late. I'm just waiting for a few comments to come up so that I know that I'm not just streaming into the void.
The thing is, even if you're streaming into the void, people are going to pick it up later or watch it on YouTube later or whatever. So, I mean, I would say I've seen you more on catch up than on live. So even if you feel like you're talking to and there's no one there, it doesn't make any difference because at some other point someone else will be there and they'll be watching it later.
Well, hello and welcome to Jinja Parley on this Friday the 22nd of October. Hey, loads of messages come in. Hello there, you beat me. All Shorts is watching. Hey Marcus, did you get to San Jose okay? Has Pickle had a wash yet? Asked Jeremy.
Hey,
Jenny just got here. Martin says hello. Hi guys, that's not Marcus. Well spotted, Dream Dancer. Marcus has been voted out of the Big Ginger house, and that has been faced by Pooh. Hello, Pooh.
Hello, everyone.
Pooh's originally from the Isle of Man, but she's been living in for many, many years. Muchos años, as they say in Espanol. Hi, bud. Still on the bus. Oh, my God. He's still on the bus.
Well, yeah. The idea that the bus takes 5 hours, 5.5 hours to San Jose, that's in your dreams.
Yeah, I know.
They say it's 4.5 hours.
Yeah, because they're building another road.
It's never.
They're dual carriaging the road.
But even before they would have been the road.
Yeah.
He never got there in the time, they said.
Well, he left at 12 o'clock our time, didn't he?
He was on the 11 o'clock Costa Rica time.
Yeah, so our time was 12
So
o'clock.
I would say,
so
he's running on Costa Rica time now. So he left at 11. So 11, 12.
So he's been on 50 minutes.
4, 5.
Marcus, tell us what you see. Can you see jungle or
city?
Or city? Can you see buildings or can you see jungle? Tell us. Let us know in the chat. So yeah, Pooh is going to stay here for a few days. She's going to lounge about on the boat dock.
Yep. Swim.
Watch me work.
And chill.
Swim and chill. And yeah, which is good. Which means that I might have a bit more relaxation time. Tomorrow is going to be a big tidying day. Got loads to tidy up. And then if I get that done, I'm going to start work on trying to put the plumbing together. Plumbing has to all come together at once with the gas and the cooker and everything. It's all got to be put in place. Got to make sure it works. And then I'm going to take it all apart and fix it in with proper glue. I don't want to glue it all until I make sure that it works. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. Just in case.
Definitely.
All Short says another hour.
Can you see the city lights?
Another hour.
If the city lights are you should be seeing the city lights, but then you always think, oh, I'm nearly there, and you're not quite there yet. But if the city lights are quite starting to come in, then you should be
seeing buildings.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
All Shorts need a beer.
Oh, and I brought beer, but
well, we don't have any Balboa, mate. We've only got Panama and Atlas, and
you
know, it's just fizzy red water. Hi Pooh, the Big Ginger house, is that a euphemism? No, it's like the Big Brother house. So I said the big, because he got evicted. I don't know. Some people just don't get my humour.
Well, they just have filthy minds.
Maybe, yeah, that too. Which is kind of my humour, but you know.
Yeah, but
lol.
It's a different version.
Hi Pooh. Indeed. So, what's your first impression? Sorry, we kind of rushed on and dumped off stuff in the house, and I was like, quick to the boat dock.
No, fine. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. And yes, I would say the only drawback here is those little fucking cheetahs.
They are little bitey bastards.
I know them from the beach down where I am, but I'm not living right on the beach, so I don't have to deal with them. But as soon as I got in the house, I could feel them biting. I was like, oh, right, now
You know,
they're
they're
hardcore.
the souls of dead Tory voters.
We just need to kill them. You're right about the napalm.
Vengeful soul.
I think you're right about the napalm.
Well, look, there's two ways of doing it, right? There's a revo, which is a chemical that you fog the roots of the mangroves is where they live. So you fog that. That's not great. It kills fish.
It kills everything.
It kills.
Yeah. No, don't do that.
Things.
Please don't do that.
The other thing we can do is what our friend Tom, who owns the pirate ship, did, and he concocted or found out about natural way of getting rid of them involving citrus fruit.
Now, I've heard that citrus oil is really bad for the water and for the things that live in the water.
Oh God! All right, well that's not going to be helpful.
Just because I was reading an article that was talking about cleaning fluids that use citrus oils, because a lot of cleaning fluids are piney or lemony or orangey, and also other citrus oils being a problem for the water. So I'm not saying it would be. All I'm saying is that's something you have to kind of count that in.
I think it'll do less damage than a Revo because it's just a chemical.
Yes, probably, but you probably need to check it out and make sure. I mean, quite often I'm, over in Costa Rica, and people are saying, "Oh, how do you keep the snakes away? How do you keep the spiders away? How do you keep this?" And a little bit of me just goes, "Well, maybe you shouldn't be living in the jungle if you don't like nature." So there is that. The cheetahs are bad here, and I really have no idea how you're going to fix that one.
You jumped into the fire here because it's an overcast day, and it's the itching out. It's the double whammy of when it's overcast, you get more of them.
Oh yes, bright sunny day and you're fine on the beach.
So yeah, double whammy there. As the sun goes down, the itching hour begins. Itchy. But yeah, Marcus struggled a bit with the cheetahs.
Yes, and I have had issues with them in the past. And most of my issues have been around Bocchus. Not so much where I am, but around Bocchus whenever I've come down here for a few days. Yeah, it's always been an issue.
All Short says he's in Santa Clara, which sounds a bit like Santa Carla, which is where the Lost Boys was set. One thing I never could about Santa Carla, all the bloody vampires. Right, I hear the voices in my head, but I just ignore them and carry on killing people. Good on you, Duke. You do that, man. I think Duke's playing some video games and calming down from the fact that the Tories and the dickheads have well and truly taken over the asylum. They really have.
Yep.
They're just taken over the zoo, and now all the monkeys are shitting in their hands and flinging at each other and laughing. The hyenas are circling, the vultures are circling.
I know I was reading a few of, when I was catch up watching your stuff, some of Duke Vengeance stuff, and I just thought, oh wow, this is really hard because it's fucking up your family.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah,
That's not okay.
He's lost people in his family, which, that's the worst thing of all of this, really, is just the relationships that it's ruined. Must be hundreds of thousands, maybe more, maybe millions of relationships that have been destroyed by Brexit and will never be healed.
No, I think some will get healed, and I think others will. The breakdown's too strong, and they'll never get.
How could you forgive someone if, as a result of Brexit, you don't get to see your kids anymore because you made the mistake of marrying someone from another country, and you know that your parents voted for that? I couldn't square that. I really couldn't.
Forgiveness is one of those weird ones. I mean, people always, I've always heard this, oh yeah, you need to forgive because it heals yourself and all of this stuff. But I know years ago, an ex-boyfriend of mine, his father was just, oh my God, the violence in the family, really screwed up family.
Yeah.
And I used to say to him, no, I don't think you should have to forgive him.
No.
He doesn't deserve it. Even to before he died, he would still insist he never did anything wrong. At least if he'd been penitent,
Yeah.
Maybe, but he wasn't.
Veg Pie says, hi all. Hi Graham. Hi Pooh. Hi Marcus. Duke says, I am not insane. You're insane. Glasgow says, Marcus shaving has defect. Cash Tummy says, hey, why is Marcus suddenly so handsome?
Because he always was.
Yeah. But I think as well, like, just a little tangent about the whole forgiveness thing. If anyone is able to forgive someone, it's the person to whom the evil has been done. The person who has been wronged, it's up to them
absolutely.
to forgive the person who did it.
No one should be pressuring you to do it.
No, but also, no one else can.
No.
You can't go to
so
a big stone building with a man in a dress in it and say, excuse me, man in a dress, will you forgive me for this crime I committed against one of my friends? And they say, well, say 3 Hail Marys.
No, go talk to your victim.
You know, no, they can't forgive.
Talk to your victim and ask
they don't. It just anyway. That is. To be fair though, Graham, I was at war with my family before Brexit. It made things only slightly worse. Well, fair enough. Fair enough.
That's sad though. It is sad.
Duke's got a trans sibling that's not accepted by the rest of the family, and that's just heartbreaking. And the way that the trans community are being demonized by people who, you expect it from the right, don't you? But there's people on the left who go at people and go nuts about it. There's people on Facebook who will post day after day after day transphobic stuff. And they'll find like some comment that someone left on the internet and put it up there. And I think, if you did that about Muslims, if you did that about women, if you did that about
so it was completely unacceptable.
Christians, Christians, you'd say, why have you cherry picked this bad example of somebody who's an individual who's been terrible? It's like, oh, you can't trust any of them. And this idea that the bog in the kebab shop,
blob, aren't we? You get put in a box and you're going, that's you, and then you're a blob along with everybody else in that blob. And I keep thinking, well, what about all the other things I am? I join other boxes as well? Because nobody's just one issue. Everybody's got a multitude of facets going on in them, and they don't all match up with everybody else with certain facets.
No, they don't. But I think the transphobia is close to fascism.
Yeah.
And it's the exact same horrible things that people said about gay people when I was a kid in the 80s. Don't want your children to go near them. Oh my God, I don't want a gay man using my toilet because, he might bum me. And it's like, really?
You're not that hot. Trust me. If he's gay, he's not going to go for you because you are not hot. Just your attitude says you're not hot.
I always like that joke by Stephen Fry, who says when he was bullied in school for being gay, if anyone tried to hit him, he said, don't hit me, it'll give me an erection.
Nice.
That's the way to deal with it.
I met Stephen Fry.
Did you?
Yeah. Actually, I met him in.
Is he the loveliest man ever?
He is really. He's so much fucking nicer than you think he is.
Really?
And you
because I met Michael Palin and he was horrible. Told me to fuck off. Yeah, and he kicked me. No, I'm kidding.
No, he was doing filming. He was doing that filming through Central America, and then he came down. He did filming at the rescue centre I was working at. Yeah. And then when I watched the episode, they pretty much cut everything out from our bit. I don't know why. They focused on things like the Costa Rica football team and the Costa Rica health service and how Americans come down and use the health service because it's cheaper. And I'm just, but Costa Rica is about nature and wildlife and sloths. And actually, that's what happened. Was I went to check on the sloths and I turned around and literally walked so tall and I went and I looked up and I just went, oh, hello, Stephen Fry. and he was so lovely. He was super, super lovely. Yeah. He didn't feature in his program very much, but he was lovely. And I'm sure he still is.
Oh, do you know what I forgot to get from town? Bloody card for my phone. To put more money on it. I need to get a $5 card. But news, I have news. I have strange, possibly disturbing, but definitely exciting news.
Oh, I like that.
We've been invited to a barbecue.
Okay.
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Where's that?
It's up very northeast of the island. It's pretty much where Marcus and I were going to go quad biking, but we couldn't because all the jungle paths were closed.
Filming, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been invited to barbecue. Well, I've been invited to barbecue, and I'm sure I might be bringing someone along.
I'll try my best not
Otherwise,
to let you down.
I'll just tie you up outside.
You don't have to
give you a bowl of water.
You know what? I'm really fine swimming and hanging out in a hammock, reading a book and drinking alcohol. I can do that. I can do that. You don't have to tie me down.
Good.
Of course, if you want to tie me down, that's a different issue. I'm just saying you don't have to.
Well, it's not that I had to entertain Marcus by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, it's kind of like there's a point, especially when you got kids, like kids are around, and you just have to be entertaining all the time.
Yes, you do.
Just entertain yourselves.
This is why I was saying to you, if it was someone who'd say flown out from the UK, you would feel more that you need to entertain, but I only live up the road a little bit. I mean,
30 miles. 30
miles. A big loop to get
basically,
here. But basically, I'm just up the coast a little way.
You'll come from Manchester to Liverpool. You just call in a Cayugu.
Exactly, and then the idea that I need to, so you don't have to entertain me. You don't have to take care of me. I am just happy to chill out here for a few days. I just want to see Ireland and anything I can do as well that I can help you with stuff you're doing. So when tomorrow with the cleaning. If you want to get on with other stuff, I can clean.
That would be boss.
I might not be very good at, whatever stuff you have to do. But cleaning is fine. I can do cleaning.
I've got to say, for all Marcus's a talent, like undeniable talents.
Cleaning wasn't
one of them.
Yeah. No, I can do cleaning. So if you want to focus on doing stuff, I'll do the stuff you can't.
Those pork ribs we cooked out at the boat dock last night was good. It was so good. It was like I was crying while eating it. It's always funny when someone cries while they're eating.
I haven't seen the last 2 days because I've been busy.
Well, we were rushing about. We ended up doing the Jinja and Parley. Oh, there's a couple of lizards just gone up the top of the boat dock. We got. I think we started the Parley about like 1:30 in the morning in the UK or something ridiculous. It was like, hello, we've been running about because we had scuba diving.
Anybody there?
We had scuba diving, and in my head, because I don't make any concrete plans here. Because things change, things spin on a dime, and it can be boat trouble. It can be the weather. The weather's a huge factor. We had the most perfect weather yesterday for that scuba.
Oh, yesterday was stunning.
There was no wind, and it was dead bright. However, after the dive, because I've probably been going up and down quite a lot, I probably came up too fast, to be honest with you. I was a bit kind of like, shouldn't I stay at this level for a minute and then go up a bit more and then go up a bit more? But I think because of that, I felt a bit queasy afterwards. So instead of going to town, getting the stuff done that I needed to get done and buying all the stuff and getting back here for like 4 o'clock so we could do a sensible, Jinja and Parley at a sensible time, we ended up not getting back here until about 7. And that was a race to get all the stuff in the boat dock.
You were saying before there's an issue with boats, and from what I understood from before was Ishmael had a boat and you had a boat without an engine.
I have a boat over there.
Yeah, without an engine.
Yeah.
So, but Ishmael had a boat.
He's got 2 boats.
Right. So when
he hasn't got a motor.
When we were in Amarante, and you were saying we don't have access to boats.
Yes.
That's because what's happened to Ishmael's boats?
He hasn't got an engine.
It's all about the engine.
Yeah, we need
to
buy an engine.
So the boats are around, but there's an engine.
So if we can raise £2,500, dollars. Well, we'll do pounds because then we'll definitely cover it.
Makes it cheaper.
If we can raise that and give that to Ishmael, he can get a motor, and then he'll always have an engine. So that ticks that off. So what at the moment on the crowdfunder, I'm going to do a bit of a push this weekend since it's supposed to be the last weekend. I'm going to do a bit of a push for the name plaques, so it'd be really helpful if we got like things tidied up in that. I think a gecko just weed on my hand.
Likely.
Yeah. And I'll do a push for the plaques. We've only got about £400 left to get to the total. 5,000, and then stretch target, or I'll do a separate GoFundMe, which is going to be for the engine for Ishmael and for this walkway that we're building. And that's it. You know, that's allocated money for doing that.
And now I've walked up to the house and back down. I can see how important that.
Oh yeah, absolutely critical. We can't open without
really,
it.
Yeah, you do need the walkway.
It's going to be a
And
hell
I
of
was
a job.
looking. I mean, on video when I'm looking on the laptop, I kept thinking, well, is that really that important? But now I've walked up and down a couple of times. I'm thinking, actually, that's really kind of difficult to do that.
And also, if we get a motor for Ishmael, it opens up the ability for Ishmael to go to his family farm in up Tierra Oscura, where we came through on the way today, and pick up soil. We've got over 100 bags that we can fill, and he'll slowly, you know, over the next few months, bring soil back whenever he goes to see his dad.
His dad got spare though. I mean,
Yeah.
Can his farm actually give up soil in that quantity?
It's on a massive hill. Yeah, yeah. We
Okay.
go over there. We'll go and check it out. But yeah, it's on the mainland. It's not an island. It's not like this. It's not like we're going to steal.
Well, no, I didn't think you were going to dig out one island.
Soil.
Yeah.
Don't take my soil.
I mean, even where I'm living, I mean, the soil around my house, considering Costa Rica is so rich in growing greeny stuff, the soil around my house is appalling. So a lot of stuff I grow in pots before it goes in the ground, and just trying to get good quality soil is not that straightforward.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering where you're getting yours from. But yeah, if it's from a place it's not going to have impact.
No, it's on a hill. It's
on
a big hill. Because when you're on the, if you look where I'll point it out if we go back to Tierra Oscura, but basically you get onto the land there and it just goes straight up. It's all on a hill, because that's where the water came up to, and this place all flooded 10,000 years ago. Jeremy Goff says, "Careful, Graham. Pooh has a look of Nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest."
Oh, I love you, Jeremy. That is fantastic. I feel very complimented.
Duke says, "Yes, my brother lives over 200 miles away in Poole because my family are nice people, they think." Well, exactly. So has Pickle given Pooh the official overzealous Jinja welcome? Yes, absolutely.
And the thing was, we stopped. She
was trying to climb you. She was like,
she was just climbing up my body constantly. I'm covered. I've still got dirt all over me from the initial. I said,
just keep doing it. Just keep doing it.
And she does. It doesn't matter. All I got to do is go hello, and she goes, Wah! And she's proper triggered.
She's adorable, though.
She is gorgeous. And it was weird because we stopped in Alma and did a bit of shopping.
Crap guard dog, but lovely dog.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure my dog would actually have any problem with people coming in and stealing from me. I think he'd just go, hello, I'm so happy to meet you.
But
if I was being attacked, I think he'd defend me. But he would let anyone in my house. Yeah. Because he's friendly.
But having a dog on the island that runs over, you know, if anyone comes here, even in a kayak, like the paddle up, the dog will come up and it shows that someone on the island. If no dog comes, people are like, "Oh, there's no dog on the island. That's interesting."
Yes. I mean, that in itself, and hopefully a dog that maybe is a little vocal. Yeah. They might be going happy bark. Yeah. But if people hear a bark, they're going to go, "Oh, easier to pick an easy target."
Yeah.
There was a very hungry dog outside the supermarket earlier, so I bought a load of hot dog sausages and I was feeding. He was really struggling to eat, actually, which was really sad. So I didn't want to give him the whole packet. So as soon as I got off the boat and we arrived here, and Pickle came charging down like, "Oh, people are here!" Straight away, it's like, "Oh, sausages," and that's it. I think me and Pickle are sorted. Hot dog sausages, we're already sorted.
The fish like them as well.
Yeah, but the fish are fine. I don't get as much pleasure giving hot dog sausages to fish as I would to Pickle.
I do, because you catch them.
I'm okay with that, but I don't want to be the person catching and killing. I once went fishing in Indonesia, and the first fish I caught, I reeled it in, and then I saw a hook in its face, and I just went, "Oh my God, this is awful!" And that was it. That was my only time fishing.
When we caught the fish here, I beheaded it and gutted it here. I
Mm.
think Marcus was. I don't know if Marcus is watching this. I think he was secretly like, oh, he does actually know. He does actually know how to do something. I know how to gut a fish.
And
Yeah.
kill it quick. Don't leave it gasping
no,
and
that's
suffocate
what he
it.
did.
That's the main thing. Is if you're gonna do it, just boom,
Yeah.
kill it fast. Kill
Yeah.
it fast.
Machete.
I can't kill cockroaches, so you know.
I can.
They
fly into your face.
I can kill mosquitoes. That's about it, really.
Bollocks says, "I up lads, how you hanging?" Itchy Back says, "Good night, as per evening." Jeremy Goff says, "Maybe Pickles' smell would put the pirates off." Well, Pickles gonna get a bath tomorrow. We got that the doggy shampoo.
Yes.
Evening, Graham. Good to see you have arrived safely, Pooh, says MadMug33.
Thank you.
Bollocks says, "Who is this lady thou hast flustered upon thee?" This is Pooh. She lives up the coast in Puerto Rico. I'm basically on the bridge today.
Costa Rica, not Puerto Rico.
Oh, sorry,
That's
bloody
all
hell,
right.
Costa
It's
Rica.
okay, but just a little
It's
bit
been a
of
long
geography.
day. Anyway, yeah. So there's a bridge that spans the river Sixiola, and Sixiola is the river that separates that part of Costa Rica from Panama. And what happened was Marcus walked one way, Pooh walked the other way, and it was like in one of those old spy movies. It was great. And they high-fived in the middle.
That was, of course, your fantasy.
Wouldn't it be
And
really cool? Wouldn't it be really cool if it was like this serious, like Bridge of Spies?
If it
was
really
a serious drama, and it was all set during the Cold War, and then the British spy and the Russian spy at either end of this bridge, they walk like, you know, one's here, one's here, and they walk slowly, and the music's all brooding, and it's night time, and it's all lit by the street lamps, and it's slightly misty, and they try not to make eye contact, and they cross in the middle, and then they just jump and high five each other and go, "Yeehaw!" and just completely destroy the moment. That'd be boss. Take everyone out of it.
I do think the way that it worked was quite good, because I waited for Marcus, and because of all the paper checks and everything before immigration. And then I knew where the bus station was to get him on the bus to get him to San Jose.
Yeah.
And I'm going, run, we gotta run. And we got there about 4 minutes before the bus left.
So you got Marcus on the bus.
I got him on the bus. I made sure he got on the bus, so he was definitely
no SIM card.
Well, if you didn't, well, if you told me, I'd have bought one, but you didn't tell me.
No.
So yeah, we didn't meet on the bridge. I waited up my side of the bridge, and then Marcus came over. Then I'd already checked out. You got to go there. You got to go here. You got to do this. So he could whiz in to all the officers and get everything stamped. Then we kind of ran around the corner. I got him on the bus, and went over the bridge. And just as I was having my passport checked at the first stop point, then Graham called, and I said, "Right, I'm just on your side of the bridge now."
Yeah.
So then Graham and Ishmael walked up the bridge and met me on the bridge. So you did kind of do a bridge meeting.
It was brilliant.
It was.
It was like out of an old spy movie. It was. Now we've got a strange request here from Itchy Back. Can you guys compare your finger lengths? Like who's got the longest index finger? I'm not very good with fingers. I don't know what my ring finger is. I'm not even married or anything. So that's your ring finger, isn't it?
I think so.
And that's your middle finger.
Yeah, that's your pointer.
And is that your index?
First or pointer?
Is that your index?
Ooh, I don't know.
What's your index then?
I don't know.
Surely
Maybe
this is the
someone's going to
index,
tell us what.
because you go through. I don't know which ones.
Is your index your first finger?
That little one there, that's your thumb, isn't it? And then this one.
Sorry, what? That's not your thumb.
This is your pinky, right?
Hang on,
this
that's
one
completely backwards.
is for picking your nose.
Yeah, okay.
That one is your whole finger. It's the whole one. It's the whole finger. And then this one is the one that you put a ring on if you fancy. I don't know.
Putting a ring on it.
Making all your mates buy a dress to come to a party, and then if it doesn't work out, you don't give them the money back, do you? Married people.
I don't think your mates buy the wedding dress. I'm pretty sure.
No, but they buy a dress. If you get invited to a wedding, generally speaking, not you, obviously, but like most people, they will buy a dress to go to a wedding.
So now you're not talking people. Now you're talking generally men.
Generally
women, because
dresses.
women are wearing
always wear a dress.
Yeah, but most men are not.
How else would I upstage the bride, Pooh? Come on.
Hang on. So the women are wearing dresses, but you're saying the men have to pay for it. I mean,
No.
this is Dark Ages shit.
No. What I'm saying
Can't
is,
women buy their own dress?
No.
And also, do women always buy a new dress? I mean, this is going to be different to when Marcus was here. Trust me.
I'm saying that if you have a wedding, if you get married, all your mates, you invite all your mates, loads them buy clothes to come to your wedding. Like, might be a dress, might be a tuxedo. I don't know. Might hire it, whatever. Right? They will spend money for the cloths that they wear at your wedding. If your marriage doesn't work out for whatever reason, I think you should refund them the money that they spent on the clothes that they wore for your wedding, because your wedding was made null and void, and therefore they should get the money back.
Okay, but
that should be a divorce proceeding.
If you're an idiot and you buy an item of clothing that you will only ever wear once, then you're an idiot. So you still have the dress or the suit because you like them, you wanted them anyway. So you now have one more item in your wardrobe. And bearing in mind, I've probably been to more funerals than weddings, and I haven't been to that many funerals, in all honesty.
You just go around killing people and attend their funerals?
I'm just thinking how many
weddings. Why would you do that?
I think I've been to 2 weddings, and I've maybe been to 4 funerals.
That's not the name of the film.
Bearing in mind that I'm talking elderly family mostly.
Do you know how many weddings I've been to?
I think I've been to 2.
I've been to over 200.
Oh, what is it they say? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yeah, that's me.
Something like that. Yeah.
Well, I used to be a choir boy, so I used to sing at weddings.
No, that doesn't count.
Sometimes 5 on a Saturday.
That doesn't count.
5.
That still doesn't count.
Why does it count?
Because you're staff, you're not guest.
I was at a wedding.
But it's a bit like me saying I was at a concert because I happened to walk past the building.
No. If you were working at a gig and you watched the band perform, you saw that band. I saw Eminem in Manchester Academy. I was working at the bar. I was standing at the back of the room. I watched Eminem on stage.
Yeah,
and the Foo Fighters.
I agree with you. You made a good point, and you decimated my previous point.
Okay.
But I'll agree with you. You did. But
Bollocks says she's the queen of Costa Rica in my mind forever. Jeremy wants to know, what's Graham cooking for you tonight, Pooh? I don't know. I'm about to pass out, mate. I think Pooh might be left fending for herself. She'll have to catch a fish. Thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Okay, so that is the index finger. Okay, who's got the longest index finger?
Index.
Yeah, that one.
Right hand or left hand, though, because that makes a difference.
Does it?
Apparently.
They have different size hands.
Yeah.
Surely they're like.
I don't know, but I think so.
Right.
I would assume yours is slightly bigger, but not much.
Slightly longer.
I always had.
What about your width?
Hands.
What about your
when I was a kid?
Hand width? Can you?
So you're on left arm, you're out. So.
Can you meet that?
I used to have a huge stretch, but
look at that.
But now my joints are starting to seize up a little.
You don't call me 11 notes of the piano Hughes for nothing. Actually, don't call me that at all.
I know they don't. We're just humouring you. I know. Actually, if we did it with the right hand, my right hand has got more stretch still. My hands are now not stretching so well. So if we did it on right hand, I might beat you. They always used to have
man's ring finger is longer than his index, but it's the other way around for a woman. Says Bollocks. I never knew that. Itchy back.
Scientifically.
Itchy back. Itchy back says, "Grats, you forgot the fact that in Finnish funerals compared to Finnish weddings, there's just one drunk less." Bollock says, "I used to egg Graham's church for 3 years solid, from 1997 to 2000. I wasn't a choir boy there then, but yeah, egg the church, please do." Longer, says Itchy back in big letters. 2 piano players there. Do you play the piano?
I did when I was younger. It's been a very long time since I played piano.
I tried to play the piano when Marcus and I stayed at Sun Havens, but they had 2 pianos. One of which was against the keyboard was against the wall, so you couldn't actually access the keyboard. And then the other one, which is an upright, it was oh my god, The notes were all jammed. All the keys were all jammed because of the
It was
heat.
there for show more than for play.
Yeah. It's a shame. No, I actually played that a few years ago when I was in 2016 or something. I actually played that piano, and it worked. It was good. And now it's just been wrecked. Like everything here gets wrecked really quickly because the
environment.
It's wet.
Really,
it's hot. It's hot. It's wet.
This area is about nature, and nature just takes it back. And if we think we're in charge, we get a spank. So yeah, everything rots here. Everything just breaks down because nature's in charge.
Well, one thing,
and that's the way it should be.
One of the big things in nature is the sun. It's absolutely freaking massive, and it's gone down. So it's very difficult to see us. I haven't got a light because it's the house and I can't be asked to get in it.
Oh yeah, once it's dark, it's going to be hard to get back, isn't it?
Well, not for me. I've got a light on me. Actually, it's not going to be hard to get back because it's going to be a full-on, pretty much full moon.
Yeah, we've got
tonight.
pretty much full-on moon.
And,
as long as it's clear enough.
Honestly, you can read. You can read by moonlight. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I noticed that we've got a full moon going on at the moment. Yesterday, when I walked the dog, didn't need the flashlight.
Yeah. Go to weddings, whether you know the couple or not. Just have a free glass of champagne and eat as much as you can before they realise you're an interloper. That happened to me, Jeremy. I turned up at a wedding, and I walked in, and I didn't know anyone at the wedding apart from the bride. It was the only person I knew at the wedding, and this woman who's in a bride costume, wedding dress, whatever it's called. She's like, "Hello, who are you? Who are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm
a friend of John's."
And oh, you're at the wrong wedding. Because where it was like south of Bath, and there was this like farmhouse or whatever that could be hired out, and there were two different venues in the same farm, and I was in the wrong one. That did happen to me. Sorry, Graham, I'm getting carried away with myself, but did you ever sag off school on Allerton Golf Course? I didn't. I never used to sag off school, which is weird because I was quite naughty in school, but I kind of enjoyed. I enjoyed school. I enjoyed going in and causing trouble. For some reason, when you stated that anecdote, I tried to play the piano with Marcus. My mind went to the scene from Big where Tom Hanks jumps around on a giant piano. Yes. Doesn't he play? Is that what he plays? Duke Vengeance, I'm going to have to call it a night. I've got a migraine coming on. I'm sorry to hear that, Duke.
Oh,
sorry, we're going to have to call it a night because you can barely see us. So we'll be back tomorrow with more Jinja Vision, the extended cut, because obviously I'm staying for an extra few weeks. I'm not getting home for another 4 weeks. 4 weeks from today, I will be home in the UK, all being well. Roger King says, I'm envious of you getting out of the UK. Well, don't get too envious because I will be back. I will be back at some point. So thanks very much to Pooh for being entertaining on the Parley. And
I tried my best.
I'm sorry, but lack of light, just like at the cricket, lack of light stops play. We'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. Get cracking. Yeah?
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Keep saying bye.
Bye. Bye.